So hi everyone, this video is going to be very valuable for you because in this video I am going to show you how you can build a WhatsApp bot using n8n from scratch. Before building this chatbot, I would like to tell you that I have also created one more video where I showed you how you can build WhatsApp bot using Twilio. Okay, so I would definitely recommend you to go and first watch that video, then come back to this video and watch the entire videos from scratch. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. But first, I want to show you guys the actual working of this chatbot. So now let me open my WhatsApp account and let me interact with this chatbot. So as you can see, this is the number which I have used in order to build this entire chatbot. And as you can see, I have done all the previous interaction with this chatbot. So when I'm building this workflow, I need to test it out. So that's why I have made all of these messages in this inbox. And now let me try this WhatsApp bot. So first of all, I need to execute the workflow. Now the workflow executed. Now let me first send hi. And now you can see the bot are running. And now I received a message that you can see hello, how can I help you today? Now, the magic part is that if you send a voice note to this WhatsApp chat, then this WhatsApp chatbot will answer you through voice bot. So now let me show it to you how. Hi, I am Advait. I am using this chatbot for the first time and I am excited for this. Now let me send it to it. And now let's just go to the actual workflow. Oh, I forgot to execute workflow again. So let me do one thing. Let me just activate this workflow so that I don't need to execute this workflow again and again. So I just activated this workflow and now let me send the voice note again. Hi, I'm Advait Desno. Actually, I'm using this WhatsApp chatbot for the first time and I'm really excited for this. Now let me send. Now let's just go to execution tab and let's just see what it happened. Now let's just wait for the final response. Now I received the final response and now let me hear that.
Hi, Advair Besno. Welcome to the WhatsApp chatbot experience. I'm glad you're excited. How can I assist you today?
That's great. One more magical part that I want to show you guys, that if you attach any images, let's suppose if I am attaching this image, let's say this one, Gemini, okay, and if I am writing that, hey, can you summarize this image, then just ready to see that what magic this chatbot will do. Now as you can see, this will summarize this image. If I upload any image, let's say if I am uploading, let me upload my image, this one. Okay, so this is basically the meeting that I have done with one of my client, or you can say partner, Megan. So now let me say, hey, what inside this image? And now let me just wait for the response. Let's see how creative this WhatsApp chatbot are and what are the final response that I would get. So now as you can see the response I just get, the image shows a video call with 3 participants. Okay, basically it considers this recording and taking notes as a partner, but just ignore it. 2 participants are visible through their video feeds, while the third participant feed appears to be a text screen saying recording and taking notes. 1%. Oh, okay. So as you can see the magic of this WhatsApp chatbot. Now let's just deep dive into the real build of this chatbot. And now let me show you from start to finish that how you can build this WhatsApp chatbot. So as you have just saw how this dynamic WhatsApp chatbot are working. Now let's dig into the real build of this entire workflow through n8n. So now as you can see, this is the entire workflow, and now let me just go to n8n dashboard again. So this is n8n dashboard. You just need to click on this create workflow. Once you click on this create workflow, just add first step, or you can simply say that you just need to add a trigger node, and that trigger node would be WhatsApp Business Cloud, and the trigger you need to select is on message. Once you select that, you will need to put the client ID and client secret. If you want in a detail that how you can get this information, you can uh, take a help of this document. If not, then let me just show it to you how you can do that. So now you just need to go on the developers.facebook.com site. Once you get into this site, developers.facebook.com, then if you are a first time user and if you haven't created your business account, or you can say simply an app from this URL developers.facebook.com, then first of all you need to sign up, and it will just ask for the OTP that have been sent to your phone. So just put all the prerequisites and then you are good to go. Once you will sign into this developer.facebook, you will see the dashboard something like this. So what we need is, we need the client ID and client secret. So for that, you can simply click on app setting and you just need to go on basic. Once you hit on basic, you can able to see app ID and app secret, which is nothing but the client ID and client secret. So just copy here client ID, copy that and just paste it here. Okay, and same goes to app secret. You just need to click on show. Once you click on show, it will ask for the password. Just type the password. Once you type the password and hit submit, the app secret will be shown. You just need to copy that app secret and paste it here. Okay, once you do that, you just need to click on save. Here you will find the save option. Once you click on save, then it will show you that connection tested successfully. Now you just need to cut this tab, and now you just need to click it here. Now in order to check that if that trigger node is working or not, I just need to initiate one message from my WhatsApp account. So this is the number which I am talking about. So let me just save. So before that, I just need to click on this execute workflow. Now I just created. Now I will send a message. And now you can see this trigger node is successfully working. Now second is that I need to add a AI agent. So as I have added the AI agent, don't forget to click on connected chat trigger to define below. Okay, just click on this define below and then drag and drop this body to this prompt user message. So this will fetch your message and this will analyze and this will give you the final output. One more thing, you also need to add the chat model, which is called the brain of this AI agent. So this is nothing but this is a AI agent. Okay, and in order to build the AI agent, you definitely need to give the brain, memory and tool. Now we'll need to add a memory. So just click on this simple memory. Just click on this. Let me just show it to you again. Click on this memory plus icon and then you will find this simple memory here. Just click it here and again you just need to select define below and just select one. Okay, so it will basically remember the context of your entire chat. Now let me just show you how you can set up this chat model. So first of all, you just need to type the API key. So let me show it to you how you can find this API key. So for that, you don't need to go on to the ChatGPT. ChatGPT is basically LLM. You just need to go to the OpenAI platform. So this is the OpenAI platform. You just need to type platform.openai.com and the dashboard, something like this, will open. So here, what you need to do is you just need to go on this API key over here. I hope you can see that. So this is API key. You just need to click it here and just click create new secret key. Just type anything and just choose your project and just create secret key. Once you hit create secret key, the secret key will appear on your screen. Then just copy that and paste it here. Once you paste that, you just need to save it. So just click save and then it will successfully verified. So now just cut this all and now we have successfully done the OpenAI chat model, AI agent, memory, the trigger node, and now let me just add the output node. Okay, so this is the output node. So in that you just need to click on send message. Okay, so what it will do is whenever we send some message, like I have just sent hi, then it will send back the message to this AI agent. This AI agent will give that prompt to this brain and this brain will analyze that message and it will prepare an output, and then it will send that output to this node, that is output node, and this will sends message to us. Let me show it to you how it will send us a message. So now let me execute this step, and now as you can see, this is the output that this AI agent have curated for us. And now in order to send that output to our WhatsApp bot or WhatsApp message, I need to just set up something over here. So now let me show it to you how you can set up this output WhatsApp node. So now as you can see, these all blank options are giving me red. Why? Because there is some certain error. Let me show it to you what's that error is. So first of all, you need to set up a new credentials. So just click on new credentials. Now you have to put access token and business account ID. So now let me show it to you how you can find these two. So this app ID and app secret are different. It is only required to just put this two information in the trigger node. But now as we are building this output node, then for that we just need to do is we just need to click on this WhatsApp icon and then just click on this API setup. Once you click on that API setup, then you can see here over here access token. Just click on this create access token and just reconnect. So basically I have already connected this access token. So when you first generate this access token, it will ask some steps like continue, agree, or something like that. That is formalities. So you need to do that. So do that, and then you will over to this dashboard. Let me just reconnect that. Once I reconnect, I can able to see the access token. I just need to copy this access token and paste it here. And for the business account ID, you just need to go over here and you will find here what's a business account ID. Just copy this and paste it here and just gives name. Let me just give it a name, new WhatsApp ID, and then hit save. Once you hit save, you will see the connection tested successfully. Now let me just do one thing. So as you can see, sender phone number or ID. Over here you can see this is the sender phone number. Okay, so now let me just select it, this one, and now this is a recipient phone number, which means I need to put my phone number over here so that this WhatsApp bot will send the message back to me. Okay, so now let me just put my WhatsApp number. So this is my WhatsApp number, and now text body would be output. So that cause we are sending the output, so we need to drag and drop this output to this text body. Hope everything is clear till this point. Now let me just execute this step. Now once I execute this step, as you can see, I got the message, hello, how can I assist you today? So this is the simple WhatsApp chatbot that I have created. Now let me make it more dynamic. Let me build it for voice note and images too. So that if you can send voice note, it will answer me back to the voice note. Same goes to image. Okay. So I think everything is clear till this point. Now let me make it more dynamic. So let me just drag and drop it here. And let me just drop switch. So this is switch. Now I need to give a three input. One is text, one is voice note, and third is image. So first, as I have already given the text input, so let me just set up it for text. So this is body, and let me just drag and drop it here. Body is equal to string exist. Don't forget to do that step. And now you can just rename this output as text. Now you can see the first option, that is text. Now let me create one more routing, and that is for voice. So for voice we don't have any input, so first of all we need to send the input. So let me just send the voice input from here. Just click here, hi, how are you doing, and let me just send it over here. Oh, I forget to just click on this execute workflow. So whenever you are building this n8n workflow, you many time it will happen that you will forget to execute this workflow. So always remember, whenever you are giving the new input, just click on this execute workflow and then just try to give new input. Hello, how are you doing? Now let's just send, and now wait for the input, and now you can see I got the input. So for that what I need to do is, so this is the voice ID. You just need to copy this voice ID, drag and drop it here. Once you drop it here, you need to remember one thing, that you need to remove this last ID. Just remove this ID and then click is equal to object exist. That's it. Same goes to image. Let me just uh, give it one more input. Just add new routing rule and just rename it as a image. Okay. So now click on this execute workflow. Send any image like this one. Let me just send this perplexity lab image. And now let's just wait for the input. Now as you can see, I have received the input. So now let me do the same thing with this id. So this is the message id. You can simply say the image id. This is image and this is the image id. Again, you need to just delete this id from here and click is equal to object exist. Okay, and just hit here. Okay, now as we can see that we got this three input, that is text, voice and image. Now let's just set up this text one. So for text you don't need to do any different thing. You just need to click on this plus icon and you can just click this edit field. Once you click on this edit field, you will see this okay, so I haven't given the text input, so let me first give the text input over here. So as you can see, I received the text input over here. So what I need to do is I just need to copy this message which I have just sent and drag and drop it here. Once I drop it, I just need to remove this entire message.txt.body and just write text. Okay, and then hit here. As you can see here, we only need the text. Now let me again execute this step. So now as you can see, we are getting the error. So we need to delete this prompt user message and we need to drag and drop this thing. Once you drag and drop, it will work perfectly without any error. So now let me just execute this step. And now node is successfully. And now let me just execute this again. And now as you can see, we again get one message, and that is hi again. That means this AI agent is remember my context. That's why he sent hi again. That means he interacted with me previously, and now if I am sending the hi message again, then it is responding back to me with hi again. What can I do for you today? So this is the power of brain and memory. Now let's just set up the voice one. So for voice, we are sending the input as a voice. So first of all, we need to download that voice note. So for that, you can just go to this WhatsApp Business Cloud and you can just click on this download media. Once you click on this download media, first of all, you need to set up this entire thing. So before doing so, I need to send the voice note. So let me just send voice note. Hi, how are you doing today? Okay, so I'm getting problems. So let me just delete this for now and let me again execute the workflow. Hi, how are you doing today? And now let me wait for the response. And now as you can see, the voice node is activated. So now let me just drag and drop it here, click it here. And now here what you can see is you just need to type the media ID. So for that you can just find that media ID. So this is audio, this is ID. You just need to drag and drop it here, audio ID, and then you just need to execute that workflow. Now as you can see, I am getting the error. Session has expired. So now let me just go to this WhatsApp access token. Now as you can see, I am getting error in my WhatsApp credentials. So I need to set it up again. So for that, what I can do is I can just simply click on this new WhatsApp ID because this old WhatsApp credential. So now I have showed you that how you can create a new credential. So this is new WhatsApp ID. I just need to click it here. Just click on this new WhatsApp ID and then again hit on execute step. Now as you can see, this node has successfully launched. Now what we can do is let me just fix all of this node and let me just make it a little smaller and let me just copy and paste. Let me just put it here. And now this is WhatsApp. Now I need to create a HTTP request button and put it everything like that and just put this download media, this URL over here. Let me just put it again over here, and then in authentication you just need to click on this generic credential type, then click header authentication, and now you again need to set up this authorization. So for that you can create new credentials. So let me just create the new credentials. Just need to type the name and value, and for the value you can simply just copy this access token and you can just type it here. One more thing that you need to remember: before pasting this access token, you need to put bearer. before this access token. So I have just put this bearer, so don't forget to do that. And the name you need to give authorization. Okay, then the name is authorization and value is bearer and then access token. Now let me hit save. Once I hit save, you can see credentials created successfully. And now let me just do one thing. Let me give this thing a real name, new grid. Okay, now let me just hit save. And now let me do one thing. Let me try this thing. Okay, so now as you can see, I have get my voice data in the audio/OWG file. Now what I need to do is I just need to transcribe this recording. Okay, so basically I got a recording in a voice form, so I need to transcribe it into a text. So now let me click on this OpenAI and let me click on transcribe a recording. So once you do that, everything is okay. Everything is okay. Now you just need to click on execute step. Once you click on this execute step, you can see here I am getting text. Hi, how are you doing today? Now let me connect it back to this AI agent. Okay, and now let me run this AI agent. Now as you can see, the output has been transcribed here. That is, hi, how are you doing today? And our AI agent has prepared the output for that text that I am doing great. Thank you. How about you? Now let me convert that thing. Let me convert that output into audio again and send it back to my WhatsApp output, or you can say WhatsApp message. So for that, you can create a if statement. So just click this if statement, and now you need to put the condition here. So for condition, you just need to click on this WhatsApp trigger and just drag this WhatsApp ID over here and click on exist is equal to object exist, and just do one thing, remove this ID and then execute this step. Once you execute that step, you will get I'm doing great, thank you, how about you, whatever it is. And then it will send this to this WhatsApp output. But we don't need that now. We are going to send that output in a voice note. So for that, we need to create one more node, that is generate audio. So click OpenAI and click on generate audio. Where it is? Here it is. Generate audio. Now here output. Now let me just drag this output over here into the text input. Once you do that, you can choose any voice like LOA, Echo, Fable. There are different voices, and then you just simply click execute step. Now once you do that, you will able to see the audio file, which is in audio/mp3 format. But we don't need this in mp3 format because this mp3 format wasn't considered by this n8n. So we need to convert it into the MPEG. So first let's hear this audio. So I just downloaded this audio and let me just share this audio.
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay, so basically it's the final output. Now let me just do one thing. Let me just hit one thing, and that is code node. So just create a code node over here, delete the code and put this simple code. So what it will do is it will convert /mp3 to /mpg format. So this will basically convert our audio file from audio.mp3 to audio.audio/mpeg. Now let me execute this step, and now as you can see, this has been generated. Now
I'm doing great. Thank you.
okay, as you can see, we are getting the output. Now let me connect it back to the send message. So now let me just do one thing. Let me just delete this thing and let me just drag and drop it here. And this false statement, which means we are getting the text message. If we get the voice message, then it will send back to this true node and then generate audio, then code. But if you are sending the text message, then our text message will hit back to this false statement. So now let me just put it here, and now let me create again the same node. So let me just copy and paste it here. So you can simply just click on this node and click Control plus B. Then you can able to duplicate this thing. And now let me attach this code to this WhatsApp output. Now over here, what I need is so now what you can do is you can just simply click this audio as a message type, and then click on this n8n, use binary data passed into this node, and this leave everything like that. Now, as you can see, I have sent it the input in a voice note, and now I will receive the message, or you can say response, from this WhatsApp bot in a voice. So once I click on this execute step, I will get one message into my WhatsApp. So now let me show you the magic. Now as you can see, this has been successfully executed and I have received the output in a voice note.
I'm doing great. Thank you. How about you? How can I assist you today?
Now let me just do one thing. So as you can see, we have already created the input and output for the text and voice. Now we'll create the image, but before dwelling into the image one, first of all, let's try sending the text input and voice input both, and let's see how it works. So first of all, let me just save this entire workflow so that it won't get dismissed. So now I have saved, and now let me just execute this workflow and send the text message. Okay, so now let me wait for the, as you can see, this is running, and now I got the message that of course I am here to help. What do you need assistance with? Now let me send the voice note again. Now let me send the voice note. So this is for the text, and now I'm sending the voice. So for that, I just need to click on this execute workflow and this, and then I will send the voice note. I'm excited to see how this WhatsApp bot works. It goes to if statement, then generate audio, then it will go to code, and then it will finally send me the message. As you can see, I received the message, and now let me hear the output.
Hi, Hathibai Baisnav. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm glad to hear you're excited to try out this WhatsApp bot. How can I assist you with it today?
Okay.
Hi, Hathi.
So now as we have successfully built the text and voice note, now let me go back to this workflow and let me build it for image. Okay. So for that, I need these two things as it is. So what I will do is I will select this two node and will click Control plus D. Then it will just come over here, and I need to just attach this two node to this image input. So once I did that, first of all, I need to send one image. So now let me send it back. Just put any image from here, and now write what is in this image. So once you do that, you can see I just received the image, and now let me just do one thing. Here you will see media ID as an audio ID, but here we need to replace it with the image ID. So this is the image ID. Let me just delete this first and drag and drop it here. Once I do that, then I need to click on execute step. Once I execute this step, then I will receive this. Then I will receive this URL. Then what should I do is I can simply just delete this entire flow and we'll hit this URL, just create execute step. So once we hit the execute, it gives data in the JPEG. Now we can open the OpenAI and will create the generate image. Analyze image. You just need to put this node, analyze node. So where you will find under this OpenAI. So hit on this analyze image, and then you just need to set up everything. You can just choose any model. So for the time being, I'm choosing this GPT-4o, and then what's in this image? This is a text input, and this is the URL. Okay, so you need to make sure that you need to select this binary file. Once you select this binary file, then it will automatically fetch this data, this image data for sending to the next node. And now for the text input, we just need to copy this code, or you can say JSON file, and just paste it over here. Once you paste it, okay, so first of all I need to make it as expression, then put it as expression and just paste it here. Once you will see that this is basically the image caption. If image caption is not there, then it will automatically write the what is in the image. So for the time being, I have just written the caption, that is what is in the image. So for example, if you are sending any images and if you are not putting any caption, then it will automatically set that image as a what is in the image. Okay, so it's like that. Now let me execute this step. And now as you can see, I got the output. The image contains a logo and the words pro search with the brand name Perplexity, which is exactly this image is about. Okay, so now let me click on this plus icon, and again we'll need this edit field. So click on this and write set. Once you click on that, you just need to drag and drop this content over here, and here just need to write output. Why you will need to write output? Let me show it to you. So basically this is our final output, and we are going to send this output to this output tab, and over here you can see it will only receive the body in output format. So for creating this output in dot output format, I need to use this edit field section, and now I have correctly done that. So now I just need to connect this node to this output node, and if I will create this execute step, then this will gives the data, and if again I create this execute step, then we'll receive the response. As you can see, the response is the image contains a logo and the words pro search, which is exactly this image is about. So now as you can see, I have successfully created this dynamic WhatsApp bot which receive the input either in text, voice or image format and send you the response back to the same format. Okay. Now what I will do is I will put this entire workflow JSON file in the description along with this uh, code and this JSON text so that you can use it in order to build this workflow. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.